I really connected with this character even from 20 pages in on the first time I read it, and I was kind of scared and challenged and intrigued and heartbroken by this character, but also I just felt she had such an energy, and this piece had such an energy, that to get a chance to tell this story, I just wanted to be part of it.
There was some aspect of just, embracing Jessie and her physicality and her appearance. I think, you write one character and then, or at least I very much when I cast someone, I'd like to then shape the character around the actor and, invite them. It's a kind of meeting between the two. And it just, red hair always looks good on screen, so we were like, let's just go with it.
I don't think I could have not put as much of myself as I could into telling. You always want to meet a character halfway and hope that you'll come away feeling like you've learned something from them and that they've grown because of you. And that was, I had to be as raw and honest and vulnerable as I possibly could in order to be as truthful in telling her story, because her strength comes from the fact that she engages with her vulnerabilities and fears and foibles. And that's why I don't see her as a victim. I just see her as somebody whose strength is elemental and raw.
As I was writing the script, in some ways I was thinking this is, in the same way that a fairy tale can often be about a seemingly innocent protagonist living within what might be an oppressive family situation, and she ventures out into the woods, she meets a character that might be Prince Charming or might be the big bad wolf, and as a just kind of frame to think about it, like that was my allegory of just like, oh, maybe this is like some kind of adult fairy tale. So it doesn't have, the protagonist isn't as innocent as she seems, and the ending probably doesn't give us quite as simple a moral as we're used to from a fairy tale. But that was kind of like the story structure I was thinking about. I've worked a lot with the crew before. I've made quite a lot of shorts with the DP, Benjamin Kraken, and we've known each other for 10 years. We met at film school, discuss so much cinema, we argue constantly about cinema, and so we had a lot of preparation time to think about how we want to execute it.
Toronto Film Festival is such a respected festival, and to be acknowledged by people that I respect so much is really lovely, especially for such a small, intimate, independent film, and for it to be acknowledged and praised is really, really lovely.
I mean, it's like a big honour, especially it seems like the past few years, like Toronto's got this extra sense of gravity around it, like what's been a super sort of reputable festival is somehow people, every year people talk about it in a bigger and bigger way. Quite friendly with Will Oldroyd, who had Lady Macbeth here last year. And so he's like the biggest champion of Toronto. He was texting me before I was on the plane, and he was ecstatic about it. And so it seemed so exciting to come here and go in the same section and meet the same audiences.